What's up guys, it's your boy Zion, and I'm bringing you another Destiny video. This one's to actually talk about the huge update Destiny's rolling out called Update 1.1, I believe. And I haven't talked too much about this update. I mentioned little snippets in my videos and stuff, but I wanted to basically lay everything out on the table since they've been saying it's going to come out at the end of February. Well, today's February 23rd, so there's only 5 more days coming out, or rolling up in February. There's only like less than a week. So this update should be coming out extremely soon. So let's go ahead and talk about it. The first thing they went ahead and talked about was they were going to try to buff pulse rifles because they were the least used weapons in the game. Yeah, pulse rifles are absolute shit at the moment. They don't do enough damage. They lose gunfights to assault rifles in any situation. So it's one of those things where they're going to try to fix it so people use pulse rifles, because right now the only pulse rifles I can think of that people will actually use are the Bad Juju. And maybe the Oversoul Edict during the raid because it goes through night shields. However, those are the only two I can really think of that people would actually use. So what they're going to do is they're going to reduce the assault rifle range, and they're going to go ahead and reduce the impact on it. So basically what that means is it's going to take more shots from further away with assault rifles, because they want to make pulse rifles like the mid to long range gun. They want to make it so pulse rifles can beat you out at longer range. So basically they're going to knock down the range of the assault rifle, make it more of a close quarters guns where you get lots of burst damage. And basically that's how that's going to go. Hand cannons are about the same. They're dropping the range, so you can't snipe people from across the map with hand cannons anymore. They're going to have the range tapered down, and then they're going to go ahead and make it so hitting consecutive shots goes ahead and makes it so the kick on the hand cannons, it gets a little bit crazy. It'll go ahead and be a hell of a lot more if you're trying to shoot a hand cannon really fast. Now, a lot of hand cannons already have kick on them if you try to shoot them really fast. The difference is a lot of people have learned how to time their shots. If you use hand cannons a lot, such as myself, you can time when to shoot your next shot so you have next to no kick on it. And basically, it's going to be just like a timer between shots that lets you have perfect accuracy. It kind of is reminiscent of the Call of Duty patches to snipers, if you guys remember those patches at all. Basically, they made it so in Black Ops 2, you had a timer for when your gun would stop swaying and you could shoot perfectly straight. I feel like this might kick into effect like that. Hopefully they paid attention to how people reacted for the sniper patch, but it's a little different in this because it'll be a hand cannon, so it'll still 2-3 shot people from close range, but it won't be able to go ahead and like snipe from across the map like everyone's used to. Everyone's used to being able to sit back and beat out snipers with fucking Thorn. So that won't happen anymore. You might be able to get a lucky shot in here and there, but it won't do nearly enough damage. And scout rifles, they're basically going to leave the same because they feel like they got it right. They went ahead and made it so they're good at long range and kind of shit up close. So then they go into shotguns. Shotguns, they're basically neutering the range of shotguns in Crucible. It's a completely different story for the PvE patrols and stuff. For Crucible, they're dropping the range by, I believe it's about 50%. They're dropping it half, I think. But they're dropping it drastically if I'm a little off on the percentage. But it's going to be one of those things. I made a video about God tier shotguns. Now with God tier shotguns, it won't be affected simply because they've made it very clear. Any perks that boost the range on any guns are going to come in after the patch. So they're just decreasing the initial impact and range on shotguns and assault rifles, and then they're going to go ahead and let you have rangefinder and perks like that will work exactly the same. So basically your god tier shotgun will become a normal shotgun, and if you don't have a god tier shotgun, it's basically going to be a kind of useless piece of shit. Almost. You'd have to be like point blank to get a kill. So guns like the Fourth Horseman on the PS4, good luck with that whole range nerf. Yeah, you guys aren't going to be too happy. But then they will go into the fusion rifles. Fusion rifles are going to go ahead and have a wider spread. They're not messing with the impact or anything too much, but they want to make it so you can still hit people from medium range. That's what the fusion rifles were intended for. However, you're not going to be able to one-shot people from like a mile away. They're making it so you can't use it long range, but medium range you can still hit most of your shots. It might not be a one-shot kill from medium range, and close range is still a one-shot kill. So that's what they're doing as far as weapons. They're just trying to make it so the pulse rifles stand a chance because, as it sits now, they're actual shit. And then they're trying to go ahead and make it so people actually use them. Since after the little like census of the most popular guns, they were like less than 4%, I believe. But now to go into the next part of their patches, they talked about heavy ammo and fixing it. To fix heavy ammo, they're going to go ahead and have to look at how redistribute drops work. The reason why heavy ammo is lost when you die is because they didn't take into account you losing heavy ammo from like the raid gear. The raid gear, almost all of it gives you extra heavy ammo. So going ahead and moving forward, they want to make it so the perk actually works and you don't have to go ahead and lose heavy ammo because your gear actually spawns in every single time you die. It's respawned, remade. So what they didn't take into account was having the game calculate for the added ammo you had, since it just calculates for the base heavy ammo you have without even taking the perks of your gear into consideration. That comes after you spawn in, and you've already lost your ammo at that point. So they said they were going to fix that with this patch. They're going to make it so you actually keep all your heavy ammo. And then going into Xur, they went ahead and said they're going to fix Xur. They're going to make sure he sells telemetries and synths, I believe they said, were going to always be sold with Xur once this update hits. And then he's always going to have exotic engrams as well. So that's some of the fixes they're talking about with Xur. And then one of the newer fixes is... No, that's about it. That's all they've announced so far. They've talked about going ahead and implementing a menu is one of the older fixes. It's one of the last ones we have to talk about, and I think this is a fucking amazing idea. Basically, if you come into your inventory and go over to where you can see your marks, they're adding a drop-down panel right after your Crucible marks that will allow you to go ahead and check on any of your Vanguard and New Monarchy, Dead Orbit. All of those ranks are going to be in a little drop-down menu that you can access from your inventory at any time. And that's a great addition because it's a pain in the ass to go to the tower and check on your rank just to go ahead and go back into like an Iron Banner match to go ahead and hit the next level simply because you weren't close enough to buy your extra gear. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, a favorite, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys later. Peace.